In this video, we're going to wrap up this basement stairwell storage area, and we're going to do it right now. If you haven't been following along on this series of videos, basically what I've done is I've taken what used to be a very dark and outdated storage area in this stairwell. I gutted the whole thing, I went down to the studs, and I actually built a wall back here when I did my bedroom remodel. So I was able to push this space back to gain more storage area here. I insulated the walls for sound, and I put all new drywall and put a light in here so I can actually see everything in here. And all I have left now is to do the shelving. And I could do this a million different ways. I thought about it a lot. Here's what I came up with. Store-bought shelving units. I know, why would you spend all this time doing this project and then you just buy store-bought shelving units? Well, first of all, these are cheap, 40 bucks a piece, and I got 3 of them. Only 2 are gonna fit in here, but I'm gonna do something kind of custom with the 3rd. So stay tuned. In the meantime, I'm gonna put 2 of them together and put them in place. So I got this all assembled to where I want it to be. The only thing I'm not doing is putting the back on, and there's a reason for that. Because I want to have my beautiful wall showing in the back, and I just really don't need it. Try not to bump into anything if I can. Put my first one tight in this corner. Yeah, and I know for a fact that this wall is plumb because I built it. So as long as it's tight to that, this is going to be plumb. This is about 25 inches wide and about 72 inches tall, I believe. This is going to be perfect because it's going to be difficult to get up on this top shelf anyways. So I can put bulk items up there, and the rest I should be able to reach pretty good. But I'm going to put the other one together, and that's going to come out to about right here. And I wanted this outlet in here, and that's one reason that I didn't want to put the backing on. So I'll put that one together, put it in place, and attach them, and then attach them to the wall so they don't go anywhere. Careful, careful. So now I'm gonna line this up, clamp it together, get it roughly where it needs to be, and I'm going to attach these 2 together. Hopefully these screws are long enough. They're definitely not long enough. All right, I got to get some screws that will be long enough to join these, but they won't go through the other side. There you go, something like that. I'm going to use these 1¼ inch cabinet screws. They should work perfect. I'm going to do them from this side because you're less likely to see them on this side. Shouldn't have to pre-drill. Let's see what happens. This clamp is not going to be strong enough, but now it's lined up. Just squeeze it. Perfect. I'll do one in the back here. A couple more right here. I put my level here, I just want to double check, and it is perfect. This is a little out. Oh no, it's not. It's absolutely perfect. So I can go tight in that corner, tight to this wall, tight to that wall. I'm going to put some screws and attach it in here. I know there's a stud right in the corner there. I'm going to use some 2½ inch screws, and these are actually painted white. So those will be hidden. I'm going to do this at a slight angle because I want to get enough material here, but I don't want to miss that stud. Something like that should work. Nice. Okay, there's one. I have my little treasure map here for my studs, and I know that measuring off of this wall, going this way, 3 inches, I'll hit a stud. 3 inches there. One more at the bottom. Now I can get some here. Nice. So I ended up putting some shims on the bottom here. The middle is tight. I think this whole thing kind of bows up and then goes back down. So I put some shims on this side. I just wanted to make sure that this is plumb, which it is, and level and square. So we're looking good. Now the shelves will be nice and level as long as that is level. So now I check my map, and I'll mark my studs on the top, get a couple brackets up here. 1.5. I'm just gonna try and go into the studs. And these actually came with the bookshelf. These are an anti-tip bracket. I'm gonna use 2-inch cabinet screws to get into the studs, and then I'll attach it with the screws that they give you to go into the bookcase. Hit a stud. And there's a stud. Very, very useful marking out your studs before you paint. If you can see the screw holes, you did the taping job. Super helpful. You don't have to use a stud finder. You don't have to mess around by poking a nail in there, trying to find it. Little tip for you. Measure where that is. 7 inches. Measure where this one is. 9. 7. And 9. I'll put some brackets under here. And I bought extra brackets. Just the little guys I'll put right here. That'll work. Perfect. I'm gonna say it. That's not going anywhere. Before we put the shelves in, let's put this cover on. Just kidding. And if I'm going to do that cover, I might as well do these ones. Now I'm keeping the one original thing that was in this little area. Unfortunately, it only has one screw right now, so I'm going to have to get another screw. This has to be clearly labeled anyways, so I might as well reuse this plate. I have my 2 shelving units in place, and you might be wondering, what's the third for? Well, the first thing is I always feel like I don't have enough shelves. I've had shelving like this before, and I don't think 3 movable shelves is enough. I could buy something like a melamine shelf, but for $40 for the entire unit, I'd probably be spending close to the same, and then I would have to make that little notch, and I'd have to buy these pins. So first thing I'm going to do is put those shelves in here. Undoubtedly, these shelves are going to move around over time and, you know, as soon as my wife gets home. But for now, let's just throw them in here. Now I want to do something with this little space right here. I'm going to hang my vacuum right here. I want to put a shelf from here to here. So I'll cut a cleat that will permanently attach here, and then a cleat that'll go against the wall, and cut the extra pieces from the other shelving unit. That's what I'm using them for. So we'll start there and do that. Yeah, I like it. I got my shelf up here to continue this straight across on the top. Got my vacuum hung. Unfortunately, this is really the only way that I could route the wire because it doesn't come out any other place but the bottom. That's okay, I hugged it tight. Made a little bit of a mess on the wall back here, but I have a whole idea for this shelf that I'm not gonna do just yet. I'm gonna put a broom hanger kind of thing over here. So I'll hang that and I'll check back in with you. So here's another part of my plan. I'm gonna hang a shelf right here. It's just a little extra storage. Find my studs. 19, 39 and a quarter. 19, 39 and a quarter. Perfect. A level line across here, here. So these are the brackets I'm gonna use. Hold them like this. My mark there. I'll do 2-inch cabinet screws. Unfortunately, these are not the ones with the white head. If you're wondering, a set of these is rated for 200 pounds. And now I'm going to use a leftover piece. I'm going to put this towards the top. So it's like this. And the only thing you're going to see are these right here. And I'll just do some stickers. I could do this, or I could do this, or I could split the difference. This isn't perfect right here, but I'm hoping when I put these screws in, maybe it'll suck it down tight and make it even. Let's see. I'm going to hold this here. See what happens. Well, I'm going to stop right here and get a game plan and figure out where everything's going to go. But this is looking good. I like it. So we took some time and decided what is going to go in here for now. This is what we came up with so far. Got some bulk items up top here. We got some outdoor stuff. We got diapers. We got overstock from the pantry, some small appliances, and all of this stuff, which is my camera stuff. And I need that here because I don't really have a place yet. I got to make these videos. Maybe I'll do an office soon, maybe in the basement. But you didn't hear that from me. One thing that's always bothered me is this mess right here. And I had an idea for this from the start. And what I'm going to do is use some of the leftover shelving to make this a little nicer. See if it works. I like to call this fall particle board. Cool. Let's put it in place. I think that is awesome. All those wires are hidden and I can see everything. They're not all over the place. It'll work for now anyways, until I get an office. I don't know when that's going to be though. I hope you enjoyed this video. This was kind of a long process. This was over 6 different videos. And if you haven't seen the first one, you should go check it out because I completely gutted this. It was dark, it was dingy. Now it's nice and bright. I can see everything. I have way more storage and I'm happy. And most importantly, the wife is happy. So I hope you enjoyed this entire project and I really appreciate you watching. If you want to see another video, it'll pop up somewhere here at the end after the outtakes. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. It's the right bit. Lauren, it's the bit. These tiny little, what the hell are these?
Pegs.
Pegs.
Can you move that one down to the bottom? I think the ones on the top should be bigger.
Hang in there. A Dyson that you plug in. You may have seen it many times. It's f***ing stupid.
You kidding me?
Drive on a nuts.
Why is it so difficult?
I'm not doing it. Trying to set me up. Do you remember?
Yeah, no, I don't know if there's wires in there.
Okay, cool. Bye. And then these 2 pieces. Stop. And then these 2 pieces. And then these 2 pieces. Oh, that didn't work. Oh man. 1 nail shy. Seriously? I'm gonna say it. That's not going anywhere. Ooh. I am, however.
Gosh, these stairs.
Hello. Make this look good, Lauren. You can probably cut.